Emmanuel, God is with us. Emmanuel, God is with us. Okay, I wanted to give everybody an update. Now, I'm feeling over this, and I did end up finding a little bit of disease in some of these tubers, but thankfully, this beautiful Chimcum Katie is perfectly healthy. Now, if you look at this, you see those lines in it look a little suspect. And as you can see, I'm pulling off dead stuff. Well, if you look inside, you see them coming out? Yeah. It's little buggies right there. See them? So, if you have a freeze in your area, that will kill these. Maybe. I don't know. Because this came from a cold place. Maybe they don't freeze their bulbs. Maybe they grab them before the frost. If you have a freeze in your area, don't overwinter disease. You see, I'm just kind of taking it off. But when the root soaked up the stuff, this was a worm that puts a web inside of the tuber and just eats the tuber. So the tuber will look fine, but inside there'll be all these worms doing their thing, you know. And you can see they have a definite shape. And they're coming out if they're still alive. If they're not alive, the place where they were just looks like rotten. Okay? So, there was a few bugs, and the telltale sign that gave them away was the cut marks. So that must be how they entered. Yeah. And this is Pat Ann, whatever that is. So I'm thinking if all the rot is at the bottom, I may just cut off the bottom. Because this tuber's huge. See? Yeah. But other than that, I didn't find anything. Oh, this was the worst one because this was just a little tiny tuber, and they were all throughout it. The whole tuber is mostly rotted. This is Ninjinsky, so you can see where they were. And but in spite of that, there's a little cutting that was able to get itself going. And why am I getting bugs off that are like green? Guys, I have nothing green over here. So, not much of a tuber left. But, that tuber wanted to produce. So, other than that, the others are all great. I'm not going to touch them because I am definitely pulling off rotted bugs and rotted bug eggs and all that. And I don't want to pass it to anybody else. Okay? So the last of my dahlias have come in. This is another small grower. It's Valley Dahlias. What they did was there was no shipping charge no matter how small your purchase was. So I was able to buy a dahlia here and there. And then I told them to just add on to my order. So I got some really nice ones. This is Sherwood Peach. See what it looks like inside. Looks pretty good. It's a little dehydrated, but they have a little marker on there. So I guess that's their symbol for the Sherwood. Yeah, that's a nice dahlia. Really, really healthy looking. This is the healthiest looking dahlia I've seen in a long time. You know, If I weren't in a very, very warm zone, that would need a reboot. It's not even dehydrated. And this one is Myrtle's Folly. This must be their number system right here. So that's Myrtle's Folly. Again, it's a really, really good root. Oh my goodness, that looks so clean and beautiful. I might just, since these look so good, they don't have any disease on them that I can see. They don't have any marks of diseases that are easy for me to recognize. Nah, I'll just go ahead and treat them. I'm anxious to get going. Time is passing. Okay, here's somebody who could use a little help. This is Natalie. And Natalie's rotted. See that? Yeah, Natalie's rotted. Oh man, Natalie. Oh well. I did pretty good. God knows. And let's take a look at terracotta. You guys, whenever you order something living like this, that's part of it. Terracotta looks fabulous. It's got a few signs that might be the dirt from that climate. They might have a clay soil, so might not be any issue, but it looks pretty good. They've got some really, really nice dahlia roots. They took a lot of care. It's a lot. Dahlias are, you know, highly desirable food to a lot of things in the earth. So, oh, another beautiful one. Now this has some signs of having some issues. See all that right there? That's usually a telltale sign of some bug has been munching on it, and you know your girl's gonna kill it. And they have the name on there, Carnell V, so that's great. Okay, so you see there's a lot of great companies, and I'm going to give you a bonus. I'm going to show you my Holland bulbs, because there was one tuber that I tried to get from everybody, and everybody sold out before I could get it, so I had to get it from a Dutch grower, and I haven't had much luck with Dutch growers, but this was Labyrinth. You see it already has shoots on it. It's already got bugs coming out of it, and but that's okay. It's growing. They didn't know they was gonna run into me. Yeah, this one's in good condition. No, there's stuff coming out. You can clearly see it if you know what to look for. Black things just don't pop out of the little corners when you stick it into a solution that kills. Or it actually, what I use is just an excavation, but it's got things on it. I bought 3. One was not in good enough condition for me to bother with, but these 2, I think they're in excellent condition. I think the condition of these rival that of the, you know, little cottage growers. You know, they keep theirs in warm storage. That is why the eyes are so far along. And I am having to dehydrate them because, you know, otherwise it's going to be hard going, and any bugs that are in there will come out in the process. Some that I was treating, they didn't have eyes showing like that when I stuck them in, but since I left them in for a good while because they showed signs of disease, they have gotten renewed vigor and they are ready to grow. So I am going to pot them up now. And, you know, I'll keep on working on them, but they are ready to go. Look at that. Let's see if stuff comes out or not. No, everything's good. Yeah, great.